So I would ask us to learn about the meaning of being a constitutional person in this country. And I would ask us to think that what has actually moved forward over the course of the country's history in about 75 units of years, right, or 3/4 of a century at a time, is the expansion of the people who are the constitutional people in the country. That is, we started in 1787 with a very small class of the people who were the extension of who the constitutional people, who we the people referred to. And we started out with a group of people who were constitutional property, right? And then a group who were small group, white male property owners who were constitutional people. And we went that way for about 3/4 of a century, and then we had a big falling out, right? The constitutional people fell out about their constitutional property, right? So then when after that, for the next 75 years, we didn't quite, and that's what I was trying to say when I talked, people in Mississippi thought of themselves, black people, as second-class citizens. So they were citizens, but they were not quite constitutional people, right? And so we had another falling out in the 60s, right? And we expanded greatly, right, the class of people in the country who are constitutional people. So if we think that we move in terms of 3/4 of a century at a time, right, then we are in our 50th year here today. We are 2/3 of the way to our next 3/4 of a century. And what we need to do is keep expanding the people who are the constitutional people. And I think for this generation and for this century, we ought to tackle the question of the children. They all need to become not just citizens, but constitutional people. And one of the things that they need is a quality public school education. And we ought to do that for them.